YFM is back again. Lil Yachty got the album of the year right now. Now look, hear me out. Like, we're talking about YFM Sports. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all follow YFM Sports. We have a new sports channel. Big homie Wayne has his own show. I got my own show, and we also got Rita's Fucked Up Stats. And hey, if you're interested in having a show, send us some videos you've done. We'll look at it and see maybe we can add you to the roster. We ain't paying though, but you know, we got shows.
It's all
we got
experience for everybody.
Word up. We got Only Built for Wrestling Rinks. Right now, that's Big Homie Wayne's show. We're talking about wrestling, all the companies out there. As you can see, what we got, WOW, AEW, WWE. And I'm pretty sure there's some other independents out there that we're going to talk about as well in all the matches. Absolutely. And then you got Hear Me Out. Hear Me Out, we're talking about NBA, all the trades. We're talking about the NFL. But we also going to cover boxing as well and any other sports topics that come up, me and Big Homie Wayne. And then we also have Sarita's Fucked Up Stats. And I think she wants to start covering the the USFL and the XFL leagues that are very new. So
XFL starts next week, right?
I think it does start after the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
So,
very smart. Very smart.
Yeah, it's very, very smart. So I think that's what she wants to cover and talk about. We'll be there, you know, talking about that psycho shit as well. So we want to talk about for YFM. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. But for YFM, we want to talk about Lil Yachty having the album of the year right now. Now, I know that y'all ain't listening to this album, but I'm going to let the Big Homie Wayne go first. Just give me some quick thoughts on it, man.
It's actually quite good. It's pretty good coming from me, man, because, you know, I'm a contrarian. You know, I'm a person who doesn't like anything. But, you know, I have to give Fearless a little bit more props, man, because, you know, last year when he was like, yo, listen to this Young Boy album, I'm like, this nigga's crazy. But I listened to it and I ended up liking it. Like, it's not in heavy rotation, you know, like even Lil Yachty, man, the new album it's not in heavy rotation for me, but it doesn't, it's just one of those albums that don't have to be. It makes its impact, it makes its mark. And I think I may have heard a Lil Yachty verse or song or two within my life, but it's nothing that I usually regularly listen to. And I was quite surprised, man. You know, Fearless told me to listen to it. I turned it on, and the first song on there blew me away. It really sounds very like a 70s experimental rock, or maybe a drug-induced psychedelic rock type of album, maybe on some Cream. I don't know if you remember a band called Cream, Fearless, Eric Clapton's first band, and but yeah, it kind of sounds like that. It's a lot of influence on the 70s-ish music, you know, and rock music, you know, but it's not done in that, you know, that corny-ass egotistical bullshit way like Kid Cudi does it. It's actually very thought of. Like, honestly, if you didn't think that this was a Lil Yachty, if you didn't know it was Lil Yachty, you wouldn't think it was a Lil Yachty album.
No.
If you had a group of your friends and y'all chilling and you turned on this album, you niggas will love it and be like, yo, who is this? I want to turn on, nigga, this Lil Yachty. You would have never have guessed it, you know? But it's definitely made its impact so soon on the year, and a lot of people have, you know, people have things to live up to. It's a lot of hype to live up to, a lot of expectation from a lot of people. So I like to hear what the rest of the world got to say about it. I like to hear what the other rappers or artists are gonna do about this album, you know, because I wasn't expecting this. This wasn't in my plans for the year to put on like my go-to albums or the albums that I've been wanting to hear for 2023. But it is. It's delightfully well, man. Fearless, what do you think about it? And I also have something to say about another rapper that's supposed to come out and I don't think is. But I'm going to go ahead and let you say, let's talk about Lil Yachty, man. What you think about the album, bro? Obviously, I know you liked it because, you know, you gave it to me.
Yeah, I honestly, for one, I'm very surprised that, like, someone that's 25 years old.
Yes.
That has been known for making albums that are just more freestyle rap, more stuff for the kids, like the people that's, you know, in 18, stuff like that. You know, more like swag rap, right? You can tell, like, you know, I be leaning like I'm Keenan. Who the fuck is Keenan? You know what I'm saying? Like this is, you just making up, nigga. It just rhymes. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that?
And that's from
whose rhyme is that?
Lil Yachty.
Yachty
Yeah, from the song Poland, which, you know, I don't know if you heard that, but I took the walk to Poland. Very, very popular song that a hacker had for some reason broke into his computer or whatever and was like, yo, if you don't give me the rights for this song, I'm gonna release a whole bunch of songs. So the Yachty was like, well, you could just have the song, go ahead, and the hacker put it out. So then it got really popular. So Lil Yachty's not known as being a lyricist, which is fine, but he is known as, you know, making songs that hit. But it hasn't been it's been a while since he made like a real splash hit song, right?
Mm-hmm.
This album to me shows so much growth in terms of, you can tell that he's been going through some shit. Like, he has been young and famous, but he's been famous since he's been like 19. So you can hear it. Like, you can hear like him experimenting in the booth. You can hear him trying different things, and you could probably tired of hearing him being like considered like a whack rapper or like a trash rapper.
You think he gets tired of hearing that? Because I really think like trash rappers don't either care or know that they're trash rappers. Or
I always remember what Waka Flocka said when he did that song with MGK.
MGK. Do you think you're the best rapper? Man, hell no.
And I was just like, that's how they all think. Like, no cap. That's how they all think. So I'm so, you know, this is not even me, but I'm so proud to hear his experimentation in music and him trying different things. So, for example, just to give you some, you know, more context, I was listening to the album with my wife yesterday.
Okay.
And she was like, let's listen to the Lil Yachty album, because I know you was playing it, but she was just playing it, and, you know, and like, she loved the first song too, but she was like, okay, this shit is too long. And it's more like a trippy type song. Yeah. You definitely want to do some acid or some DMT pulls or whatever, smoke some tree.
Definitely one of them Isaac Hayes type tracks. One of those Coltrane songs that's like 15 minutes long and shit. You know what I mean?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Brass Construction type shit where they would just, you know, count myself together and that shit. You see extended version, bitch, that means extended. You heard me? Like, these niggas is playing, they playing the drums for 25 minutes, nigga. Like, war. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm type niggas, you know what I mean? Like, that's when you listen, because they ain't make a lot of songs. Like, they ain't drop a whole bunch of songs on the album. You know, they ain't even have a lot of room.
4 songs.
They gave you
4 songs.
Yeah, nigga, they gave you an hour worth of music on 4 songs.
That was the most memorable shit, bro. It was always the most memorable albums, bro.
Boss. So, she, you know, turned it off for the first song, but she loved that. She liked it. Like, she really was like, yo, this is a dope album. I can see myself listening to multiple songs on this album. And this comes from Lil Yachty. Like, if this had came from anyone else, she wouldn't even like had said it that way. And I think it's more of the surprise of being like, yo, this is Lil Yachty that dropped this. But the things I appreciate is the experimentation, the fact that you can hear a lot of different artists and producers in this album.
Oh yeah.
Like, just straight up. So the main one I hear is Tame Impala. And when you had texted me somebody else too. Who was that?
Toro y Moi.
Yep.
I think that's how you pronounce the name.
Yep. That's another one. Definitely that. But Tame Impala, I think that was a big inspiration for him. And the beats, the way that the album flowed really well, it kind of reminded me of Tyler the Creator's album. I think it was called
which one?
The one that had Earthshake. You make my earthquake.
Earthquake. Igor.
Igor is my favorite album from him.
Okay.
So I like that, like, eclectic music type of shit where it's singing mixed with like a little bit of boom bap rap mixed with all of that. And that's what Lil Yachty did. I don't like every song on there. Pretty could have been the best song on the album if it wasn't him experimenting with that voice cadence shit. And that's what Courtney said. Courtney was like, that shit is boring. It was like, like, that shit was getting annoying after a while. But he took
that nigga was having fun. He was having
a ball. But Courtney said that was her favorite song. I feel so pretty. Like, so that's a good job, man. Like, anytime you can do that, and you gotta also think he's getting away from that QC hood shit. You feel me, Wayne? Like that. I gotta be talking about trapping. I gotta be talking. He's never been in that lane, but he's removing himself from it.
Real quick, how did he get on QC anyway?
Do you remember the song Minnesota?
No. Never heard of
it gets cold like Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota. Cold like, better stay up about the street or you gonna catch the heat. So that was a song
I'm an old nigga, man.
Nigga, this ain't okay.
I'm an old nigga.
So Minnesota was a song that he had dropped, and someone had gave it to the guy that owns QC, and they gave him like the CD. It was like, yo, this dude is popping like on the internet, like with the kids and shit. And he was listening to it, and he was like, this ain't from us, you know. He's more like, you know, trapping and shit. And then he heard Minnesota, he was like, oh, that's a hit, and he signed him.
Off of one song.
Well, I think he had got like 15 songs from him, but he heard Minnesota and was like, that's a hit song right there. And he signed him. Because he was like, hey, you can have your own lane. And he still signed to QC, so having QC provide money for this album to get made is big time. But you can also tell Lil Yachty has a lot of friends in the industry. He made a lot of friends in the industry with people that make beats and all types of shit. Because that's not some shit you can just buy a beat off from and hear it. No, that's instruments and people in the studio. And he has different women and men singing on it. Like, that's some Kendrick Lamar type shit. And you niggas suck because y'all let Lil Yachty turn into K-Dot, man.
Ain't that some shit, bro?
That's my fault, too.
Y'all so comfortable. No, y'all so fucking... No, it's because the world don't know you like they should yet. That's a little different. People that have the world in their palm, like, yeah, they're fucking up. They're the ones who are sucking. You know what I mean? Because, look, you have the opportunity. Look, you got somebody like NBA Youngboy who drops like 10 albums a year, maybe more than that.
Straight
you know
up.
what I mean?
Yep.
Like, they're not showing off their skill. They're just showing off, you know...
I can rap.
I never stay out of the studio. You know, that's it. But
the studio's in his house.
About
so
what matters.
Like, the studio's in that boy's house.
The studio's in everybody's house now, though, man.
I know, but like when you got like an actual, like you record like your studio albums in your crib, like studio albums still get made at other places. J. Cole does it, but like K-Dot, he don't record at the house. But when you can just record at the house, you gonna make a lot of albums. Certainly when you don't got no job, that's all you do. Like you can make 10 albums if the studio lets you. And I mean, Youngboy signed to Motown. Who else they got popping? That's not 65, 80. I'm just saying.
Motown,
So we might as well just give all your money and time to NBA Youngboy. Fuck it. Go ahead, Youngboy. Kill him.
I don't even have that much goddamn time for Youngboy, man. Like I respect the dude. I love him, but sheesh, it's too much.
I respect
him
too, man. I respect him a lot too. I really do. But back to Lil Yachty, man. So you said this in the album that you might play a lot.
No.
Definitely not a party album. What do you think this album is good for?
See, that's the thing. Like, music doesn't, it doesn't have to be good for anything. It could be good for just like turning on. It could be good for like cleaning up the house. It could be good for like a long ride. It could be good for like.
See, those are all things though.
Like
long ride albums are good.
Like studying
albums,
background music on some lo-fi shit. Yeah.
And this is a good lo-fi album to me.
Right.
This is definitely a good lo-fi album. You can just play it. Certainly like the first, really like the whole album, because a lot of them are stressed out songs and stuff. This is like a good lo-fi album. So maybe that's what it's good for. It's lo-fi.
This album, it can replace Take Care by Drake as some shit that you listen to while cleaning up, or if your boyfriend just broke up with you. Just like I said boyfriend for a reason, not just that it's a girl album, because men of men have boyfriends too. So when your men break up with you, you usually put on Take Care. This could be the replacement for the album, except for this album is good. The Lil Yachty album is actually.
He's always trying to throw shots at the guy.
It's always this is some shit that's actually really dope. You know what I mean?
Trying to throw shots at the God King, man.
God, man.
Leave the God alone, man.
My God.
666.
Yep, damn right, bro. Damn right. And also, since we're on here, man, we may have to start a new episode on this one here, but I just want to get it out. I don't think Travis Scott's coming out anytime soon. I think he's sitting on music and he knows it sucks. But we could talk about that on another edition if you like.
Yeah, we could definitely talk about that on another edition. The album cover also for this album was tight.
Explain the album cover to me, because there's a bunch of white people,
couple black folk, three black folk,
businessmen, and women.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you see anything when you see that album cover? Like, does it ring any bells? Or?
I feel like the distorted faces is kind of like exactly what probably has happened to him his entire career. Seeing those people, those faces looking at him constantly, and they kind of become more demonic After a while, when you're in those business rooms and they're trying to tell you what to do and tell you what to say and tell you how to rap, it's like the cabal type of thing that people think that exists in hip hop. So I feel like those twisted demon faces is like what he has seen his whole career, and like this is him saying, let's start here talking about my change and evolution as an artist. That's just my interpretation. I'm pretty sure some real, that's why I thought
pretty good
so.
though. That's pretty fucking good though, man. Regardless,
That's how I feel when I listen to that album. It's like, yo, this is me becoming an artist and not just some motherfucker that's out here just making tracks whenever I feel like. And I'ma still do whenever I can still just freestyle a song and make a hit real quick for the, you know. But like this is really like who I am, and this is who I want to evolve to. And those evil motherfuckers in the industry, they don't want that. They probably laughed at this album when he came at it. When he talked about, like, I want to change my style a little bit and do something more, you know, different. But all the great artists in this world has done that. They started off with making a lot of commercial hits, then they make something that's very experimental, and those are the best albums. Because you can hear it, like, goddamn.
Now look here. I'm not much of a internet guy, but I haven't heard a lot of accolades about this album. I haven't heard a lot of people, like, giving him props and respects or saying that they like it. Is there anything like that going on? That I'm just not aware of, or do you think people are just kind of like sleeping on this album?
I think people sleeping on this album. I think that when you hear if I say Lil Yachty to you, the first thing you do is what you did. Like, nigga. Listen, I'm a grown ass man. Man. I'm a grown, sophisticated job man.
Like, I can't do that, bro.
I have kids. I have
a child, my nigga.
I am a fucking adult, nigga. What type of... It screams when a man of my age screams, yo, you gotta listen to this Lil Yachty album. It screams of me seeking the approval of children, like trying to be younger than my station.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. And that's when I say NBA Youngboy, that's the same thing. Nigga, why you listening to NBA Youngboy? You're a grown ass man with a grown ass job. It screams that, but I always like, yo, the kids are going to inherit hip hop no matter what I do. Right? So you got to listen to them just to see what's up. Because no matter what, they're going to be the future because they're coming up with their generation. Kids are going to be based off of this. So that's the reason why I kind of try to listen to everybody, dog. Like, I try to listen to everybody no matter what your age. Because we all was there, you know. I was too young for Criss Cross. But Criss Cross was
a year younger than me.
Nigga, I don't remember them like that. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Real life shit.
Oh.
Yeah, man, like that's the shit I be talking about. You feel me? Like, nigga, like, you need to listen to everybody, but when you hear Lil Yachty, you just don't think that it's gonna be a dope album. You think this shit's gonna be garbage. So I think that's the reason why. But some of the bigger, like, you know, YouTube people that review music, they review this album. But still, I don't think that people was like taking them serious. They're like, this nigga, I ain't listening to this trash. But it's like, yo, it's not, bro. It's actually good. But that's his fault. That is his fault.
How? You can't tell which guy. You don't know which type of fans you're gonna end up getting.
Yeah, you do. If you get that type of music, if I make straight boom bap music, I don't expect my fans to be Future fans.
Why not? I listen to some Future music.
You listen to some Future,
right?
Nigga. You ain't the ones like you talked about going to the concert, nigga.
Yeah, no, nigga, I'm not doing that.
You ain't mollied out and all fucking, Percocet, Molly Percocet, back to back, nigga. Like, you ain't a hookah, nigga, like smoking 2 hookahs a night, standing on couches and shit with your arms raised. You ain't that's not your crowd. You can listen to some Future, but you ain't listen to Future albums, like, and this is like your shit. You're not an NBA Youngboy fan, like, this is your dude, like, you commit crimes to this nigga or whatever, or you ride out to him. No. You definitely ain't that type of art, like that type of fan. So, you know, he made his fans, but his fans are getting older. Just like he's 25, they getting 25. So they're starting to hit that, you know, niggas starting to get married, niggas starting to have kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is starting to get older.
Well, does he have kids?
I don't know if he's even straight. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Not saying you can't, you can be gay and not have kids. I don't know anything about his sexual stuff. I don't know. I've never seen him with no women. I never heard it talked about. But a lot of people, some people private with that shit. Not everybody out here, have 10 kids. So, but he screams to me as nobody.
like non-binary.
I wouldn't say that. I'll just say he screams to, like, I don't know. I just never seen him with a broad. Not saying he don't got some. He could have a bunch of them. Probably do. He's been chilling with QC for years. I'm pretty sure he got bras all over this country, And Lil Yachty's more popular than a lot of them niggas, so probably all over the world. He's a very
Lil
popular
Yachty's more
artist.
popular than who? You like in QC?
I would say he is the third most popular person in QC.
Okay.
But it's very thin margins. It could literally, for real, it could be like Baby, it could be Lil Baby and Yachty. Or it could be Lil Baby, the Migos, and Yachty. Like, that's how popular Lil Yachty is. Like, certainly with his age group, my nigga, it's insane. Like, they don't listen to Migos, they listen to him. And like Trippie Redd and like niggas like that. Like, that's their generation. You feel me? Like, that's them. Like Trippie Redd and like those, and like NBA Youngboy and like them motherfuckers. Like how 6ix9ine fans was. They all around that age of like 24, 25, 23 and shit. So that's his generation. But he's like he's less violent than any of these motherfuckers. So that's the reason why I kind of do like him on that tip.
Yeah, I did see him on Sneaker Shopping one time, and he did seem a little dainty. But I'm not saying that like on some yeah, that nigga wasn't real type shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine with me. Like,
hey, no sponsorships.
Faucet, my nigga. See, you want Prime, nigga. I want fucking Atlanta Water. Like, support us, my nigga. I drink from out the faucet still. I'm the last nigga alive that still drink out the faucet.
That's
Atlanta Water,
true.
get at us, nigga.
The doctor that I be following on YouTube, he says that he drink faucet water because it's actually more treated than actual bottled water in most cases. Because that FDA does not mandate that you gotta treat bottled water. I couldn't believe that shit. I said, you fucking lying. He was like, yeah.
See, cabin fever, my nigga.
I said, you niggas are lying. Nope.
See?
Faucet water it's more treated than regular water. They even put fluoride in it, bro. You don't get that from like bottled water.
Yeah, toothpaste. You get that from goddamn, nigga.
Ain't that crazy? So, but yeah, man.
I'm not surprised at all, but yeah.
What, about the water or about Lil Yachty?
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely surprised about Lil Yachty, man. I'm definitely surprised about him, bro. But it was a pleasant surprise too, though, man.
Yeah, man.
It was very delightful.
I like the album. I've listened to it multiple times. It's a good length. It's great sonically. It's good in headphones, good in speakers, good in the car. It's just like, and it just came out of nowhere. It's just like, that's a good album. Like, bro, I hope he gets the credit, and I hope he makes more music like this or in like this realm. Because he can do this. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to go to a Lil Yachty concert because unless it's like a stadium type of joint, which I know it's not gonna be. So I can have like my own seating away from these wild ass white boys. But like, if I can, cause that's his fans. But if I can, like, just see him live one day, I wouldn't mind seeing him perform this album. Cause I'm pretty sure it'll be like on some old, like, Hendrix type shit. You feel me? Cause that's how the album sounds. So I don't know.
Real quick, man. Malcolm want to give his opinion on it real quick, man. Hey, what you think of the new Lil Yachty album, Malcolm? You don't want to speak? Say hello. Say hey.
Don't be shy,
Lil Yachty.
Man.
All right.
Oh,
he says it sucks. Well, that's what we gonna do, man. Lil Yachty actually came pretty dope this time around, man.
Well, thank y'all again. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe. Please go ahead and listen to the album. There's a lot of breakdowns down there, in YouTube land and shit like that on Twitter. Just listen to the motherfucker and form your own opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Always do that before you listen to somebody else, man. Yeah, please.
Get the nigga a chance. Like, give him a young. I know he a young boy. I know he look weird. I know he got crazy hair. I know Joe Budden cussed him out before. I know, like, he's like,
That nigga Joe Budden cussed himself out before, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck going on with Joe. Thank you again for listening to the YFM podcast. Please make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you give us 5 stars, leave a comment, and let us know what you think about the latest episode. Also, you can follow us on Patreon and go ahead and help support the channel, support the podcast by going to patreon.com/YFM podcast. And you can pick up some merch at YFMmerch.com. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and peace. You feel me?